I need to get that
Whoa.
fixed.
Oh,
Hold on.
foot.
What?
You already got, you got shot last time, man.
You, come here.
Let's
okay.
get the more fixing up, man.
Oh yeah, he's with
No,
Faye.
not you.
Just so you know.
Why?
Must be knocked out.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and also Faye, look, they got the
There you
gun.
go.
He's leaving.
What
the hell?
He's
right. Looks nice.
I don't know.
We have.
Well, somebody's
I'm
gonna
not gonna
find the
chase
hell
him
out
after him. He can run all he wants.
I could show you to the base, but that's really it, I guess.
Well, he thinks you're Quixote, probably, which is funny. Why is he with you? What does he want? What does he need?
He's Faye's friend.
Let's just stay away from him for a while.
Your friend
sent
just
some
fucking
shit.
mag dumped back at
He's
security.
kind of like
over
number
Kyoto.
one on the kill on side. Just so you know.
Yeah, Quixote's after him. And I would suggest not being in contact with him because then you will be with him by association, and therefore you are guilty, and that's what they'll see from an other city standpoint.
Should we explain to her why he's involved with Quixote at all in the first place? Because it kind of has an involvement with what happened to Duncan. And he's kind of in the middle of us figuring out more answers about what happened to Duncan and why it happened.
It's true. Come here.
Yeah, you got some
Do we
stuff
not want
learn
to
about.
talk to him, or do we just want
Sit
to
out
talk?
there. He's waiting. He's waiting for his friend. He can sit out there.
Yeah, he's gonna wait.
Come on, get off your little fucking skateboard or whatever.
He's just standing at the doorway. I wouldn't stand there. Knowing how trigger happy he can be.
Was he mean to somebody?
He was helping somebody that killed Duncan.
Who killed Duncan though?
Some guy named Vonto. He's dead. I killed him. But Vonto had help from other people. One of those people was this person named Voxine. Voxine helped Vonto, so they are just as guilty. And when Quixote attempted to have a conversation with Voxine, that one decided to unload on Quixote with the intent to kill them.
I think it was just a misunderstanding.
Not at all. It was perfectly clear, and I can assure you that Quixote wants him dead. Which is why I want to keep you out of harm's way. And if you try to help him in any way, that makes you guilty. I don't want that. You're useful. I like you.
He's useful too. What if he makes up for it?
No. No. Unless he can bring Duncan back.
We have to ask him. Maybe he can resurrect the dead.
Well, I would hope you'd find an answer soon, because as far as I'm concerned, regardless of what he did to Quixote, I'm going to kill him myself.
Well, shucks. I don't think these negotiations are going as well as we thought they would. Yeah, you're sad. It's okay. You can run off and start a new life. You can make a new friend.
True. I want to reiterate, I really don't want you involved in this. That's out of respect for your father and what you've done for me thus far.
Okay, well, clearly there's no changing your mind. So in other news, is there anything that you want from Faye?
Do you have any plans for this alien invasion? Nothing.
Independence Day Marathon? That sounds like a good idea.
So regardless of you being involved with a complete fucking idiot, I can assume that if I call on you, you'll be able to help me out.
Just to clarify, the complete idiot is Horizon, right?
The dead man walking,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Target's right on the outside.
Understood. Tell you what. I won't walk out there and shoot him. If he doesn't run. If he runs, can't do anything about that. But
What about like a 15-minute head start?
no, he can sit and talk and he won't get shot this day, or he can try to run and I will have to chase him down and then he'll be dead.
You know, that's fair. If he stays, will you promise not to shoot him?
I promise. Today I will not shoot him if he stays and talk.
Yeah, that's not too bad. What are you going to talk to him about if he stays?
I need answers, so I'll ask him questions.
Okay, that's not exactly the answer I expected. I don't think
Trust
we're
me,
going to
you
get
don't need
anything
to
more
know
out of
more
that.
than I've told you. Less you know, the better.
That's
That is,
true.
unless you'll
Safety
kill
and
him for me, I
ignorance.
can tell you everything you want.
You do have a new gun.
You could test it out.
I have the information. Maybe we don't have to kill nobody today.
Oh, I already made a
Maybe.
promise that I wouldn't kill him so long as he talked to me.
That's what I came to explain. So, he says he's got a lot of information, number one, about the whole thing that happened with Kraber, and number two, the whole thing and how the thing happened with Duncan and how people are involved. And I told him he better have this information, but that's all we're looking for. We just want answers. He's willing to give it.
He had a lot to say about this vaccine and this, that, and the
Yeah.
other. A lot of information we've been looking for already. You can learn a thing or two
Yeah.
from him. Even if he is talking out his ass.
See? Useful.
Then I
As long as
suppose
it's
let's
good
see him in.
information.
You
want to talk to him here, or
Want
you
me to
want to
bring
talk
him
to him
in?
in like another place?
We can talk to him here. Make sure nobody messes with the place.
I'll get him.
Sorry, shit. But
No. Whoa.
what? Ares, stay guard. In case he tries anything stupid.
I mean, as long as you don't explode nobody, you're not going to get firing spotted. I can promise you that.
What the fuck would I explode? That's the dumbest idea anyone could have. The fuck? Man, sit down.
Yeah, you tell me.
Please do.
Oh boy, let's have a talk, because I found out about it just a little bit before it went off.
I want to preface this conversation that while we do have Quixote assets, this is not a conversation with Quixote. You are currently talking to the leader of Cell. A2.
Okay. Understood. Then if that's the case,
Yeah.
I would like to civilly disarm myself.
I wouldn't, because aliens. Never know.
Well, we'll protect him. If the aliens come, he'll be fine.
Yeah. Speaking of guns,
Start from the beginning of what I know. I went to go visit Voxine because I've been their go-to decker in order of any form of repairs and upgrades. 1. 2. I went to visit them. They informed me that explosives were planted underneath the tavern. However, they did not do anything about it because they were a neutral party. Being synthetic, it put them at very high risk if they were anything. Secondly, when I did find out, it was probably an hour to maybe half an hour before they went off. I tried earlier in the morning to try and contact any of you that were inside to see how you guys were going. However, I was told to scram. Go away. Then, once everything went off, Voxine became very scared and didn't realize it was going to go off because they were told it was going to be used as ransom, not a way to kill anyone.
I see.
Then Quixote decided to send someone that they've been talking to quite frequently to them. However, the same day Voxine found out that person named Ditus had planned with the Wasteland and cybernetics and robotics to implant a virus into them to make them go up to Quixote to get fully redone. Because they're at least continued model. Knowing this information, they told me. Ditus made a meeting for this conversation. Then, while talking about the conversation while we're up there, we noticed there was an influx of Quixote members. So we were on guard, heavily. The 3 people that were there, one of them was a complete civilian, mind you, being Rizzy, and myself, were there just to make sure that our friend was going to be okay, and they weren't going to implant the virus. They started to continue talking about this personal conversation at the very end, then mentioned HR. Wanted to talk to them. However, they didn't give us any details involving this, and then they turned around, put their hand to their head, which from all of our experiences usually means there is a kill squad coming in to remove us, or to take us by force, which we've all experienced time and time again. So we saw 2 synthetics go up, high corporate, armed to the teeth, then 3 others to the left. Well, the only ones on the left were the organics. And 2 hunking walls at an entrance that go elevator doesn't really work out. So I told Voxine to run. Me and Rizzy tried to run, however we had to gun near Craver and Ditus. I tried to do as much shots as I could to not hit Carver, Craver, whatever you want to fucking call him. But he decided to shoot Rizzy. I came back and I unloaded an entire mag in the back of his head for gunning down Rizzy and putting an entire mag into her. Then I ran away. Since then, I was trying to get in communications. Trying to tell people that the reason why I fired was because the fact that they went up there, armed to the teeth, guns pointed directly at all of us, immediately told me this was a kill squad.
To be fair,
Well, it was.
people have been shot for less anyways. So, I mean, justifying, everybody's got a justification for why they're going to shoot. I'm just curious. I just want to know about the information.
Ditus broke his code. Called him a liar for that, and that's probably why he sent everyone up.
I will let you know. While it is an understandable reason to be worried and react in such a way, Voxine wasn't to be killed. I'm not sure about this virus thing, but the fact is that they went down there to gather her for, as they said, PR, to have a conversation because I wanted to talk to them. Because as far as I can see, they were the ones who got someone very important to me killed.
Very important to a lot of people.
No, I'm well
Not
aware.
a lot of people.
I know.
Which makes the situation very difficult for me because, in my eyes, I believe that they should be killed regardless of the mistake they made because their mistake cost someone's life, a very innocent person's life.
Cost a couple
Where I'm
people.
from. That as well. From where I'm from, it's usually how it goes. Now,
By
I'm
the way,
reasonable,
just
as I
really
said.
quickly, You know Mika, the one that you came to the tavern to, like, apologize to specifically?
Yes, I tried to apologize many times.
Mm-hmm. She was sentient for all of 10 minutes before that bomb went off and destroyed her.
Oh,
I just want you to know that. So if you got any information that you're sitting on that you think you might be withholding, protect somebody, there's a lot of lives that were lost, been impacted.
Which is
But I
why I want
appreciate the
to get
information.
to the bottom of it. Sure, I gunned down Vonta, but that doesn't mean that the problem is
I
solved.
love you.
Not saying I'm a hero or any type of Valorant, but
Vaccine is a party that was used. I only found out about it last minute. And I was dealing with something quite bad at the time, that's why I couldn't go there immediately.
Do you have contact with her at all?
Contact with them?
Not seeing you.
Yes, I do.
one moment. Let's
Say
do
again,
this.
sorry.
Let's do this. As a sign of good faith, I would request that you let her know that Cell is looking for her. We have nothing to do with Quixote, regardless of what people will say. But I would like to have a word with them. And I promise, with this first interaction as I have with you, I will have no hostile intent, so long as they talk. If I have to chase them any longer, my patience will grow thin.
I get
I'm
that
not saying
completely.
today, but very, very, very soon.
I'll contact them. See what I can do. Just
Thank you.
just know that they are neutral. They're just doing what
As
they
I
do.
said.
Doing their job. They're Arcadia.
I believe everybody deserves a chance.
Not
This
Quixote
has to-
anymore.
You see, there's a difference
Ugh.
in us, which is that we are ask first, but shoot later, if it's necessary. I hope that this is proof of that.
Well, Didas definitely didn't do that. That's for sure.
Well, he's not
Well, they're
associated.
court. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are
No,
not.
they're a
They are not
corporation,
my people.
which thankfully, Cell has proven a good light to me.
Mm.
And I hope that you guys
So-
can keep it that way.
So do I. I
Well,
don't
I
want
have
to
no
have to
reason
kill
not
any
to.
more people than I do.
However, there is an issue though. I need to go to the upper city, and if I go up there, I'm most likely going to be shot at before any
Yeah.
questions are actually asked. The
Sadly
reason
enough, I
for
don't.
one is because
Yeah,
I
best
need
you
to
not.
talk to Atlantis.
Who are you needing
I'm
to
afraid I
talk to,
can't
sorry?
exactly help you there. I don't really have much of a pull anymore. Things have changed.
I need to talk to either Conrad or Reynolds himself, involving the security of the communications of the planet. I've jammed the communications before of the aliens. I want to be able
I
to
have
do it
somebody
again,
that I
but
might be able
I
to
need
get in
clearance.
contact with without you going up there. Because if you go up there, you're honestly going to probably get shot instantly.
Yeah.
Do you have, like,
Talk low.
has a number on it or something?
I'm sure you're aware of me holding. Oh, I get. You won't be talking very loud in anyways. I hope you know that most of the people will be holding up in the grindstone,
Everything
right?
alright?
Just let it filling Faye in here about what we're doing with our civilians. Not everyone's a fighter, right? We need to look out for
It's true.
how we're gonna make it through this. Very shocked to see you
I do
guys
wanna-
doing well, though.
We did come in here and kill a few of them for you guys, so figured we'd come and do a double check, but it seems no one's around. We use the place
I'm
for
happy you guys
conversation.
dropped by.
Mm.
Yeah, well, this place is tarnished too now. I don't think anyone will be coming back for a while if we make it out of this. But yeah, the civilians in general, there's a bit of emotion to be going towards a grindstone and just kind of bouldering up in there. At least we have we'll watch the events if we have to. We'll have a bit of more control on how these things will come in. if and when they do.
True. Place is a little better than this one, that's for sure.
I guess so.
Well, I believe we're done here. We'll get out of your hair. And you,
Thank
like
you
I
guys
said,
for your help.
if you're free.
Well, I
And I
won't be
need
taking
you.
too much of her time any longer. Just want to let you know what's going on. You can go with your friends if you need to. Thank you once again.
Ooh, what's the sign of the code for that door? Yeah, right.
Oh. So, they were freaking out because I got you to open it, right? And I was like, well, maybe you should probably get a better decker to, you know, secure it for you rather than having such a shitty system.
True.
And then I said I could get the one who did it. And they're like, no, why would we get the person that broke in? And here they are.
I.
Good luck. I'll be hearing from you soon, hopefully.
I much
Yes.
prefer talking over shooting. I wish more people did it.
If I talked
like
to him
that.
a couple days ago, I probably would have shot him, to be fair.
I mean, yeah, to be fair. When we
Thank
first
you for
got
not
that, we had
shooting
to-
me. I appreciate it.
What a
Oh,
good
God, I
day.
honestly thought I was gonna be gunned down within seconds. My instincts kicked up.
Y'all be careful.
You too. Holy fuck!
No, look at that! Best case scenario! Woo!
Thank God I was going to die within seconds.
It's like the first time something's gone right all year.
Oh my God! The conversation that actually went right. However, Mika died.
That is sad. I don't know, somebody.
I gotta make an offer one sec.
How fucking train arounds?
Yeah.
There you are.
I'm gonna go get that thing done.
Yeah.
I need to talk to you.
Everyone in this immediate vicinity would
Door
hear the
open?
sound of an explosion.
I'm not
That
here. I'm not here. I'm
happens.
here. I'm here.
Alright.
In
What?
case you did not hear that,
I'm not here.
everybody in that immediate vicinity would have heard the faint sound of an explosion, sounding like it came from somewhere off in that direction, towards the scrapyard.
All personnel on me. We had an explosion. Sounded like it came either from the lift or the scrapyard. I'm gonna check it out.
hear that?
Aye. Come on. We gotta make sure it's not an incursion.
I got your back.
Two to my right, online. Weapons on.
Faye! Faye! Breathe! We'll catch up!
Something.
Keep moving.
Sounds good.
Shit.
Let's roll some medical.
Doggoose down.
Need medical. Need
Hey,
medical
what the
right now.
fuck?
Doggo needs it.
Where are you
What
going?
happened? Blew off something.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
The entire
Not
team's
over-
broken.
Put
Not-
Doggo enough
don't.
back
On it.
together that he is not going to die. However, you're going to have to get him
The fuck was
improved medical attention, or else he's going to lose one of those cute little feet.
Silas.
Oh,
You should probably
gotta go
secure
to the
area
clinic.
right now.
Alright, come on.
He's gonna make it to the clinic right now.
fucking insane.
Oh, let's go.
Come with me. Take him to the clinic now. Take him to the clinic. Have a conversation there.
Move.
What happened here?
I'll escort you.
Let's not get too close to that. It might have us.
Oh, it's the little guy that gave me arms.
Yeah, he was working on one of the
One
alien
fucking
guns.
person at a time. Shut your fucking mouths. What happened here?
He opened an alien gun, and then he told me to leave the thing, and then it exploded.
Yeah.
Well then,
He's
at least we know your
stable.
fail-safes. Good. Hey, do a sweep. Make sure nothing was attracted by that, and make sure it didn't ping any of those fuckers till they show up. And when it looks clear, head back to the grindstone.
Understood.
A back room. The back room.
To the back. Should just go downstairs, honestly.
We don't have to yet. I'm gonna make you aware of something so we're all on the same page. There are a lot of cells that are around this row and the ones nearby. A lot of them that have been fighting the corporations. A lot of them are ex-military. In order to survive, we have used a lot of hidden tunnels and hatches and sewers. Unfortunately, some of that information had to be compromised in order to keep us alive, to allow quicker mobilization of their infantry. Something that is very important to note is some of the places that you may have thought were previously safe are not. Be aware of that. On top of this, it seems they cannot detect analog radios. They're able to monitor newer tech, but the older ones, things like the GEO used to use, they cannot see them. The aliens cannot sense them. Another piece of information that might be able to help us turn the tide that I would have to leave up to you. Wherever these aliens go, they seem to crave data, or if it's not craving data, to sift through it. Every terminal they come across that has a large data imprint, they're attracted to it, and they search all the way through it. If we could set up points on the row where something seems to be setting off some sort of large data signal or footprint, and either rig it to blow, or corrupt, or whatever the fuck we think is the best idea possible, it might buy us some time. On top of that, if any of us are going to survive, we're going to have to move down into the bunker and try and hold it. That's our only hope. We're going to have to compromise it.
Oh, okay.
You disagree with anything that's been said?
Nope, Faye's gonna give you the code. You can always build a new bunker.
That's the hope.
Hmm? Oh, that's a good idea. Where do you an ambush? Tactical plans would be good to go over. Where should we set up for an ambush if people are gonna come in?
Well,
Storm the bunker.
here's the thing. The bunker has, what? How many fucking feet of concrete between us and the surface? They would have to use the tunnels.
Oh, jeez.
Literally, past this door, every single hallway, every single walkway are going to be kill zones. We have to make them fight for every inch of ground. At intervals, we will place Molotovs, we will place explosives, and we'll have two-man fighting teams that slowly give ground. We're going to have to sacrifice these walkways. If we can find high-yield explosives, we can even bury the entrance, make them dig through it to come after us. Remember, there's a hangar down there. If everything goes to shit, we can at least try and exfil somewhere else. We're sitting on top of the power grid of the entirety of our row. Before we leave, we can bring that to blow. Take as many of those motherfuckers with us as possible, while we escape.
I like this plan. Hey, you can bring some of it with you. Faye's worried about her stuff.
Faye. But way past that. You know that. If it's something you can take with you, it's time to pack it. Preemptively put it on the ship, I guess.
Ooh, good idea.
But we need room for people, so make sure you don't take up too much space.
Ah, shucks. There's gonna be no room left. We both know it.
Well, don't worry. With any luck, most of us will be dead by the time it comes to that, so you'll be able to save your things.
That's true. Yeah, maybe everybody will be dead. Ow. Ow, ow.
Right. Have any questions?
Oh, Faye wants to know some places that you want to plant some ambushes for the aliens using the stuff that she already has here. She could get started on that pretty easily. Yeah.
The problem is, we need explosives. That's the biggest issue. Sure, they might be attracted to data imprints, but if we can't set an actual fucking ambush, it's no use to us.
There's some down below, right? Yeah.
I have 4 IEDs that I've made out of Mars tech that are high yield, so I could cover at least one of these ambush areas.
Ooh, that's good to know. We could cover at least one too.
Do you have explosives?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff down below. Well, maybe not a ton anymore, but there's enough.
Not much. Could we set up maybe a flag point?
I'd say enough for at least one ambush position.
Okay. So we can at least get 2 between my explosives and yours. Good. That's a good plan.
I think that's good for right now then. Is there anything else we need to cover? Alrighty. Yeah, whatever you need, let us know.
Good.
You should pack
And
your
I would
things.
say this. Scout out 2 locations that you think would be best for these ambushes while I handle the Quixote. I need to find out why they're here and what they're doing. I really don't want them in this bunker if I can fucking help it.
Agreed. Same. I mean, they have helped us. Well, I guess that would require talks if there's time.
Does the bunker have any automated defenses at all?
Not really. At least nothing set up.
Okay. Alright. So that's what I'll need from you. 2 points on either side of the row. They'll pull them away from the grindstone so we can separate their force. As soon as they go for the data, you make sure that you're pinged by it, and we hit those fucking clackers and blow those bastards up. We'll do it twice before they start coming for us. Scout out those locations, whatever you think is best, and I'll get my explosives ready.
Sounds good. Let's do it. Faye will message you.
Very good. Anything I need to know, you can send it straight to me.
Got it. Any credentials and anything else? The whole building, the whole complex. Right your way.
Understood. Thank you. I have to get back to work. Be careful, Faye. Please.
I have no idea where we're gonna put those things. Somebody's get it.
Pretend like this bar's got policies we gotta uphold.
Well, of course we can change
Yeah,
the
no,
password.
you
I wasn't
can't.
gonna mention that.
If Rook actually was
Never
here
said we
any
gave him
time-
room.
any amount of time, I'd probably have been fired already.
Damn.
Hey, you take it easy, okay? Hey, watch out for them big gray boys out there.
Take it easy.
Hey, and take a
Yeah,
fucking
take it
picture.
easy in
I don't
here.
even know what the hell I'm fighting.
Okay.
Well, there's a couple of things I need to make you appraised of, so you are aware of the plan that's in place. It can wait, but please do not take.
Hello.
too long.
Yeah.
Hey.
Girls, gotta figure out this shit.
You got time to talk?
And then I'll find
Sure. Well, hold on. She's texting. Is it your boyfriend?
Got it.
It is.
Soundproofing in here is pretty incredible.
Yeah, it is. These walls are thick. Nothing's gonna get through here without entering these passageways.
I like that.
If you need help with that task, Bertram's good with these kinds of things. He might even learn a thing or two.
Silas.
Yeah.
Yes,
May I
what
have
can
a
I do
moment
for you?
alone with you to talk?
Certainly.
Well, nice.
All right. Let's talk.
Perfect.
Hello.
Oh yeah, so we got another hacker first off. This is
Perfect.
Horizon. He's a very skilled
Nice
decker.
to meet you.
Nice to
I
meet
just
you.
have permission from the mayor to use any form of communications or networking ID of anything of the kind around this area. I also got permission to turn this place into a hot box or a frozen box, either one.
Perfect.
So,
Nothing. Ow!
you can catch it right now.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
I'll throw you in a blender.
Well.
Ooh, can I have a blender? We were talking about upgrades earlier.
Anyway, we should probably get right down to business after you're done throttling him. And yeah. So have you been appraised of the situation?
Yeah.
Well, I've been. Yeah, I've been working with some what do you call it? Systems that have been compromised. Found out a few things that they need electricity, they need a hard wire or to interface directly to it, but if they don't have a power source, then they're kind of fucked. That said, I've been working on a countermeasure. Hardly finished, but I made some really pretty decent headway. Honestly, didn't think I would, but well, took a gamble and it paid off. So, hoping we can all put our heads together and maybe workshop some solutions here.
Well, I guess just do whatever I can at the moment, but I would like to set up some jamming signals, especially the cause of, well, these aliens. They communicate telepathy-wise, we know that, but they also communicate radio waves.
Very good.
I blocked it in the past, up in the upper city, but with only one of them. However, it only held up so much. So, because it was one jammer, and we have every single terminal around here that could turn into a jammer, just by using the speakers and everything of the sorts of it, we can turn this place into a light show. A party, if you will. Have them mitigate to different directions anytime they want to go down one line. If there's an influx utter, which I have recordings of what we've experienced, have the failsafe shut it off.
Perfect.
Think about using copper instead of fiber optic cables.
Whatever works, whatever we get our hands on, really.
We're gonna make everything a shit quality enough that it can't handle it. They can't go in.
Not a bad idea.
We
As
have
long
to
as we
make this
don't get
place
impeded.
wasteland internet.
Wasteland internet. God, I can only imagine.
Terrible. We couldn't even upload things. Like the best that we could do was message each other by text.
God, gross.
Yeah. Anyway, we better get this done. Get it sorted. I've been given permission to do so. So I was told that we need to get any network availability, any down signals, any of them of the sorts. If we can get them, then we can set up our fail safes, especially involving the little party show.
You got it. And yeah, I'll defer to you guys on this matter.
Jam them again.
Because it seems like you guys have a pretty good beat on like how this all runs. And if you need cybersecurity expertise, I'm your guy. That's what I specialize in.
He's a
So,
good hacker, man.
hacker man, she keeps saying that. But yeah, Decker man. We got a plan, it seems.
Mm-hmm. We do. We need to get it done, though.
Oh, good.
Better get started.
Alright. Power cables.
How'd your talk go?
Oh.
Successful.
Oh.
Okay, well, I guess we can talk about it later. Or, actually, pop over here.
I have a nasty idea.
For the
What's
record,
that?
can you guess where those are leading to?
Alright, what's the situation with him?
Oh.
I explained to him my stance on things about the my subroutines, and he has explained.
Well, let's just say, Rook doesn't pay many power bills.
Oh.
Hey, careful, don't fall down there.
Yeah.
Damn me.
Been in for a sharking reality.
Show me.
Yeah, there's also that one union guy that's gonna come here, Thuris, I think. He's gonna take a look at the infrastructure.
How's it hanging, McFly?
I'm doing pretty good.
That was Dr. but that's okay. He's pretty much fly as well. I don't think I'm
You're gonna love this.
Ooh. Reminds me of the good old days. Oh my goodness.
Direct access to the power grid for the...
These cables are directly hooked up to the power generator
Oh
for
my
the
god.
entirety of the row.
Oh, this is probably gonna be the place of shelter that you're gonna need to keep. They get down here, game's over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, worst case, everybody piles into the hangar, and we blow the whole place up.
Yeah, we have plenty of propane and ammo and everything else here. We even have a dropship. Or a fighter, I guess. Small
This is
personnel
a place
There's
carrier.
a few explosives, but not many. Most of it's already been grabbed.
Oh, right. I completely overlooked this thing. It's missile, ain't it? Oh. Oh, if we could lure them to one place where we could set this thing off.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Probably anything involving coal.
Firecracker. On the front lawn.
Ooh. Oh, where in the road do you think would be a good spot for an ambush? We gotta come up two of them.
The best place to do that would, I mean,
Somewhere this would fit.
where they can't drop down? Probably the scrapyard. There's only one way to go down from the top there, and that's through the chute in the roof. Besides,
Not a bad
there's plenty
idea.
of vantage points for us to sit on and take pot shots at them. Plenty of cover. Though I don't know how well the containers will stand up against their weaponry. Probably not at all.
Alright, we don't have any time to waste. We gotta set up a relay. A maze. Anytime there's an influx of power, we need for this place to shut down. Remote areas.
Hello, degenerates and freaks, or I should say goodbye because this is gonna be the end video or something, and I need to thank my Patreons. Oh yes, thank you, much love, and go follow my Twitch. Go follow my Twitch, for sure. Watch me live. I'm more active there, probably. Not really. I don't know. I probably should have wrote down what I was gonna say. Thank you anyway. Good night. See you next time. Okay, thank you.